The Fox 29 Morning News starts now. We've got you covered.
This morning is the start of a 24-hour Meal-a-Thon. T.A. Walker is live with the volunteers helping feed South Florida.
You know, when you're up early this morning giving back to others, that is what we like to see. Seniors across South Florida getting free meals all day, and T.A. Walker smack dab in the middle of that kitchen with the organizers.
You're not wrong, Mike. Yeah, we're at Feeding South Florida where they're doing a 24-hour Meal-a-Thon. It's feeding 4 counties with seniors, and they're going to do 2,800 meals. They've already done 600 meals this morning already. We're going to show you what's going on when we come back.
Feeding homebound seniors in 4 counties. Sounds like a big project, right? Well, new this morning, Feeding South Florida, they've started their 24-hour Meal-a-Thon. Volunteers, they are working to package and box over 2,800 meals.
This morning, T.A. Walker is speaking with the volunteers about the program and the food. Good morning, T.A.
Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we're here at Feeding South Florida in Boynton Beach, and you guys have already packed up 600 meals for seniors.
We have. These GL Homes has been working hard this morning, and we're very grateful to them for that. Thank you.
They're volunteering, and Susan, you are a culinary expert from Central Texas. I'm going to claim it.
There you go.
So let's show everybody what people can, they're going to have.
So we're going to be serving some salmon with mango salsa, a wild rice blend, and some squash.
I'm jealous of, I'm like, this looks so good.
It is good. We try and eat the rainbow and feed them well.
I love that. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
Paco, explain to everybody the food insecurity, not only in Palm Beach County, but Martin, Indian River County, St. Lucie County. Explain what's going on.
A lot of our families are struggling to put food on the table. We're with inflation as high as it is, and the fuel prices going up, food prices going up, and rent going up. It's just really difficult for families to be able to afford and survive here in South Florida and across the Treasure Coast. So it's imperative for us to get involved as much as we possibly can, and that's where GL Homes comes in. They're here for a 24-hour Meal-a-Thon, and it's really helping to create these meals, pack these meals, get them into these boxes, and get them out to families as soon as possible to make sure that they have healthy food on their table, especially if they're suffering from any kind of chronic disease.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Sarah, I don't usually allow plugs for corporations. It's not what we do, but I have seen you over the last 18 months, and your organization has really just stepped up. And from literacy to this, you guys are really making big impacts.
Thank you. We really feel in our hearts this is a call to action, particularly for hunger relief. There are so many people who need our help right now, and so that's why we're here. We got here at 4:30 in the morning, and we're going to continue for a 24-hour Meal-a-Thon for Feeding South Florida.
So it's 2,800 meals, and
Yes.
How far are we along so far?
Amazingly, we're already at 600 meals,
I love
and
that.
so we're just excited to continue this for the entire day. And again, we hope other people will come out to volunteer to help this worthy organization.
Love it. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you.
Appreciate you. Tanya and Mike, this organization, Feeding South Florida, is really doing the hard work to make sure that the county is fed, not just this county, but 4 counties. And, with 65% of the students in Palm Beach County not knowing where the next meal is coming from, I don't know what to say.
It does leave you speechless when you think about food insecurity, and those workers working very hard back there day and night. Long shifts, am I right, T.A.?
Yeah, long shifts, and these guys all got here at 4:30, and they've already done a fourth of the job. So,
Wow, that's excellent.
hi everybody!
And I think we forget, too, we live in an affluent county, but we forget there are people who are struggling out there.
Absolutely.
Thank you, T.A.
They're there to help. Seniors across South Florida getting some free meals all day. T.A. Walker right in the middle of this organization that's doing this big project right now.
We're at Feeding South Florida, and they are trying to package 2,800 meals today. They're doing a Meal-a-Thon for seniors in 4 counties. We're going to tell you what's going on when we come back.
And this morning is the start of a 24-hour Meal-a-Thon. T.A. Walker with volunteers helping Feeding South Florida.
Seniors across South Florida, they're getting free meals all day, and T.A. Walker highlighting it in the middle of it right with the organizers. Feeding homebound seniors in 4 counties. That's the headline there, but I could tell you that a lot of people putting food on the table, especially at an elderly age,
It's costly.
It's costly, it can be tough. So Feeding South Florida has started this 24-hour Meal-a-Thon. That's where those volunteers packing up boxes of more than 2,800 meals.
This morning, T.A. Walker is speaking with the volunteers about the program and the food.
Yeah, we're here at Feeding South Florida, and they are trying to do 2,800 meals for seniors. And, you know, when I think of food that is being donated, I don't think of elevated food. And explain what you have provided these seniors. Open it up if you don't mind.
Sure. So we have a salmon with mango salsa and a brown and wild rice medley with some roasted squash.
This could be at any best restaurant in South Florida.
It could be.
And you're like, yes, I know, I'm that good. Thank you so much. All right. Paco, explain the food insecurity in our area, please.
Food insecurity is prevalent across all of South Florida, especially here in Palm Beach County, the Treasure Coast. Families are struggling to put food on the table with the inflation as high as it is, and it's just difficult to make ends meet for a lot of our families. So we're fortunate to have GL Homes here, the volunteers here, for a 24-hour meal-a-thon to create these excellent meals that Susan just put together. Just showed the audience, and get them out to our senior citizens. They're all on fixed incomes. Some of them have chronic illnesses, and they struggle to get out. So we're trying to provide them with a healthy meal and consistent meal so they can have something on their table.
Expanding out, the United Way of Palm Beach County says that 65% of students here in Palm Beach County don't know where the next meal's coming from. It's a very serious issue.
The student food insecurity is a huge issue. It keeps them from learning, keeps them from behaving in class. And one of the things that we've been able to do, 2 things. One, we provided distributions pre-breaks. So we have spring break, we have winter break, we have summer break. So they have food in the house. Because the children, actually, the students have complained that they don't have any free meals, free breakfast, free lunch during those breaks. We've also installed school pantries in the schools, and that has helped the students with their behavior, with their performance, with their attendance, and it's actually engaged the parents a lot more in the students' education, so that's been huge for us.
I mean, and the teachers stuffing extra food when they know it's a 3-day weekend, like, I get it. Thank you so much.
No, it's a lot, especially for teachers. They don't get paid a lot, but they really care, so that's where we come in. We come in with the help of great companies and corporate citizens like GL Homes and other folks who help us support our youth and their education.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Speaking of GL Homes, like Sarah, I keep saying this all morning, we don't normally put corporate sponsors on the air, but when you're being corporately responsible, we do put you on the air. And what is your team doing this morning?
So we are working with Feeding South Florida, a high-impact organization, to really try to alleviate hunger in our community because it is so prevalent. You know, we come from an area with great wealth, but there's also such great need. And I think people who are listening now need to understand that there are people
you just don't see it
struggling. We don't. We don't. But they are there. And these 2,800 meals that we'll make during this 24-hour meal-a-thon, this will feed homebound seniors for the next 2 weeks.
I mean, you go to the supermarket and you're like, bacon's now $12. And you're like, okay, I guess I'll do that. But like, not everybody can do that.
Not everybody can do that, and they're making some very hard choices. Do I pay my electric bill, my rent, my food bill? Do I buy my prescriptions this month? And so we hope to ease that struggle for these folks with the meals we're making today.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.